Okay, Simon Giselian back again. Another part of the Angel City plan. So it's not enough just to be able to clear the top level of Angel City. That's what the fires will do. But the evidence is underground. So how do you get rid of the evidence that's underground? Is using the element of earth. That's why I told you about this yesterday. They use the secondary part of the elements. There will be some major earthquakes. It's been going on for ages. Little ones, little ones. People getting used to it. It's cry wolf. Oh yeah, just another one, just another rumble, just another shaking. Yeah, the picture fell down, but so what? We're all good. Yeah? So you stay there. You ignore the warnings. And then the big one comes. And guess what? That which was underground now gets buried. All the evidence, all the people on the naughty list, all these tunnels from house to mansion where the boys play, all of that comes crashing down. Just like in Gaza. Wonder where they got that idea from. Collapsing tunnels, destroying evidence, destroying the ability for an enemy to go underground and live safely. Does that ring any bells? Is that possibly a dot that needs to be joined? We're getting this technology, and it's all going to be to make sure that the Angel City becomes available to get smart. God, I hate this light. Oh my God, worst light in this garden whatsoever. All right, so that is what's going to be happening very soon, and probably within the next, I'd say 72 hours, you're going to get earthquake warnings. In this story, because remember, this is for entertainment purposes only. It has no bearing in fact whatsoever. It's just merely a story that I'm making up. So the naughty people have already got rid of, well, they didn't get rid of, but they had to get rid of the places that they lived because of the evidence. Fire will burn most of that, but you've got to get rid of the underground evidence because you can't use floods in that area. You can in some areas, but they're not going to do that. So that's how Angel City changes, and it becomes this great beacon for the world of how we can live smarter, how we can live without cars, apart from driverless cars. Which of course, what the government did is to say, hey, it's a safety thing, because humans fall asleep, there's human error, and AI doesn't do this, so it can drive far safely than you can. And there's no emissions because everything's electric, even though the electric grid keeps on getting shut off, so I don't know how that's going to work. How do you evacuate in an electric car when there's no electricity? Guess someone needs to think that one through. So this Angel City is not the first. Well, it is, but it's going to be the first here, in this land, in this story. Why do you think they produce things like congestion charges in certain other cities? New cities. City that was so good they named it twice. That's a precursor for what's to come. Wouldn't it be nice if you could travel around that big city all within 20 minutes with no cars, no pesky motorists, everything being delivered to you? Yeah, that's what's coming. So the plan, the plan for this world, in this story, in this fictitious story, is that you're going to start to hear the word conurbation. What's a conurbation, you may ask? Well, it's a connected urban ation experience, okay? Anything with ation on it means, in Greek, to have the experience of the word before. So a conurbation is to have the experience of a connected urban system. How connected, you may ask? Well, so connected. Now, I wonder if you could put a high-speed train to connect those cities. So in this story, the Angel City will be connected from the north to the city of St. Francis. And St. Francis will go all the way down through Angel City to the city of St. Diego, perhaps. That'll be one city, one smart city. So if you're elite, you can live on the coast. You can travel back and forth. You go to San Francisco, you go to St. Diego, you could stay in the Angel City. That's just one of 7 smart cities. 7. It'll be a shining light for all to see. No cars, no pollution. Equity on the face of it, but not equal at all. It's going to be like an urban farm. And everyone else that can't afford to be in the conurbation, it will be like those games of hunger, where the people of the land supply as slaves to the elites that live in the conurbation. So where are the other conurbations? It'll be interesting, isn't it? Certainly being a big one on the East Coast. You know where that is. That's going to be huge. It's going to be to the city of the love of brothers, the city that was named twice, the people that wear jerseys, new ones. All of that is going to be a massive conurbation as well. So everything in the center, that's why they call it the flyover. Doesn't really mean anything to the people on the coasts, because they're going to live in their mansions being supplied with everything that they want. Food, entertainment, people. This is what's coming. Unless you do something about it. Because someone is saying, somebody should do something. Well, you are somebody. And the biggest threat to this nation in this story, which is of course entirely fictional, is apathy. Doing nothing, expecting someone else to do it. Well, who's going to do it if not for you? You are your first responder. I think people get that now, and I have the greatest respect for EMT and responders. I was one myself. But they're being hamstrung. They're not being given the water, the resources, the funding. They're going to be given training of how to deal with people's feelings. But we need you to do what you need to do. Save lives. Stop homes from burning. Rescue people that need to be rescued. That's what we need them to do. We need to empower them to do it, because the government of this story in this land have another agenda, and that agenda does not involve the normal people. They are merely an encumbrance, a distraction, if you like. They are wheat to be cleared. Heard the expression, to take the wheat from the chaff? Guess who's the chaff and who's the wheat? There's a big clearance going on. We're in a spiritual war. It's about time you decided which side you're on, because very soon everyone's going to be called to account. I know which side I'm on in this story. Do I sound a bit angry? A little. Because I've seen this for years. I was a part of it for years. I got out of it because of what I saw. And the future can be very bright or it can be very dark. But if you think for one moment that the people in power care about you and your family and your animals and your possessions, your heirlooms, if you think that, you are seriously misguided. We, the people, was designed for a reason in this story. We need to make our own story. I don't know how long I'm going to be able to keep this going. This is Simon Giselian. I love you all. Pray for victory. Share and repost this. Nothing else we can do right now. Simon Giselian out to you.